Welcome to Back in Shape with T. I'm Tarache, and we're going through Volume 2 of my Chest Tricks and Tips series. Right off the bat, let me explain to you how this is different than what we did last time. I'm starting off with the chest press with a full horizontal adduction of the shoulder girdle. That means I'm coming out a little wide and bringing my arms in sort of like a fly, but not really, because I'm pressing up through the elbow and then squeezing my pecs together. From here we go to the fly, where I rotate my palms in a more supine position, or palms up. Pinkies are coming together. Last video we did it the opposite, where the thumbs were coming together and there was no rotation whatsoever. I want to point out to you, look at the amount of biceps activity you get when you do a fly. The biceps are nice, long, and flexed during this motion, so you will get a pump in your biceps if you do this enough. So from the chest press neutral grip to the rotation supine fly, I'm already confusing the body, so the muscles are getting pre-fatigued before I jump into a traditional push-up. I've said this once and I'll say it 1,000 times. I'm normally able to get anywhere between 50 and 75 push-ups at a clip with no problem. Here, because my muscles are pre-fatigued, that means my muscles are really working, I can only get just about 10. Yeah, and this chest thing really works. Alright, in order for me to get the proper rest that I need to go on to my next set, what I'm going to do is a set of biceps curl. The alternating bicep curl will help me get the rest in the chest that I need, and also obviously help to tone the arms. If you have very little time and you want to work out, you want to do some toning or bodybuilding exercises, I highly recommend this routine. It's nice, quick, and easy. Easy in that you don't have to come up with a lot of different alternative moves, because everything is done with the 40-pound dumbbells and your body weight. Alright, so pay close attention. This is not a fly. I'm pushing up. The elbows are bent. Now the elbows are straight. That's a press. A press and then horizontal adduction, or what you would call a fly movement. Alright, like the old VR2 Cybex machines, the horizontal adduction of the shoulder girdle is really the way that the chest muscle works. Okay? So if you're going to do any kind of dumbbell presses, it does make sense for you to do some type of horizontal adduction, meaning bringing the dumbbells closer together than normal, rather than having it in a fixed position as if you were using a barbell. You know what I mean. So if your hands start wide and you keep them wide with the dumbbell press, you're really not using the dumbbells to the greatest extent. All right, you want to do some horizontal adduction, and a pec fly is pure horizontal adduction. I am not pressing, I'm just squeezing the pecs together. All right, so very simple trick and tip. Change your hand position, change the order of exercise, and you will get a great pump. Look at me struggling. I am absolutely struggling to get 10 push-ups there. I'm spent. No acting. I'm not Denzel. I'm not De Niro. I'm not Daniel Day-Lewis. That was hard. Again, my favorite stalling tactic is to go to a completely different exercise to allow the muscles to rest. When you do a cluster of exercises, or 3 to 4 exercises back to back, in order to keep the party going, sometimes you need to find a complete opposite exercise that will allow the muscles that you're focusing on to rest, and at the same time keep you moving in a fat burning state. So either doing some type of leg movement, some type of back movement, anything that's opposite of the muscle that you're doing. You wouldn't do a shoulder press if you were trying to rest that muscle, because the shoulders are getting some work here as well. The primary mover muscle is the pecs. The secondary mover muscle in a pressing move like this is the tricep. And the tertiary, or the third muscle group, would be the shoulders. So the shoulders are getting work here. They're getting some work here. But I digress. As you can see, my upper chest, quote unquote, my upper chest muscle work. It's all one muscle to me, guys. I mean, there is the pec major, pec minor, but I don't believe in an upper chest. But you do get to get a full development of the chest when your hands are in that neutral grip. Again, you will not be able to see this, but as I fly up, one thing you'll be able to see is definitely my biceps reacting to the stabilization coming down. But I am totally rotating my palms to where my pinkies are meeting. Look at the biceps action again. I told you before, gymnasts have great biceps. They barely do bicep curls. They're always doing the iron cross. You know, the iron cross on the rings. Their biceps act as the primary stabilizer for all of that body weight. Those muscles end up growing as a result of the cross. So you will get some significant, more than you know, bicep stimulation from doing pec flies if you do them slow and controlled. And trust me, you have to do them slow and controlled so you don't injure yourself. Push-ups, I like to do as if I am an athlete. I want to move as fast as possible. I'm not trying to do these super slow. My body just is super slow at this point because I'm spent. That's what we're looking for. Believe it or not, I'm also burning up after doing these sets back to back to back like this. They do provide kind of a metabolic break, right? They are not cardio, technically, but I am sweating and I am moving, and I am moving some decent weight. So my body is reacting. So do not underestimate the power of using a nice weight training routine for fat loss. Thanks for watching.